Hi, I'm Bill, and today I'm going to go over some of the common questions I've received regarding the anti-flip stick. Will the anti-flip stick help my swing path? Yes, it will help your swing path. Primarily it will help your takeaway, and then it will help your impact position so you're not coming over the top. So one thing I like to do is lay an alignment rod on the ground, and then I line my toes up to the alignment rod. As I take my golf club back, I want the anti-flip stick to follow the alignment rod on the ground. This ensures that I've taken the club back on a good path and that it's not too far inside or outside or inside. So follow the alignment rod, and then as you come down you want your logo on your glove to start pointing down towards the ground and bowing your wrist. And then you want that right elbow to start tucking into your trail hip as you turn and rotate through the golf ball. Now that's the best way. If you're coming over the top, the anti-flip stick would hit you in the stomach well before you got to the golf ball. So it really helps promote that inside to outside swing. One of the drills I like to do is actually kind of start at my impact position, and then I bring it back to about waist high, and then I go back and just kind of freeze that impact position, take the club back, and then imagine I'm just doing short little punch shots to get used to the feeling of rotating my right hip and body through the golf ball. So yes, the anti-flip stick will help with your swing path. I find it's helped me most with my takeaway. And by keeping it following the alignment rod on the ground, you will ensure that your hands aren't too far outside or too far inside. Can I use the anti-flip stick for chipping as well as a full swing? Yes, you can. The anti-flip stick is a wonderful chipping aid to help you to learn to keep your hands moving and rotating your body. And let me show you an example. So after grabbing a golf ball here and taking my position, I'm using a 6-iron to chip with. I just have the anti-flip stick resting on my lead side. And then the point is to have the anti-flip stick not hit my lead side before I hit the golf ball. So by doing that, you definitely will develop the proper feel for how you're supposed to chip the golf ball, because so many people tend to get nervous when chipping and they start to flip their hands because they're trying to help the ball get up in the air. The chip is just a very brief iteration of your full swing. It's the very end of your full swing. So by practicing that punch shot and chipping, you're actually working on your full swing release, which will help you when you take your full shots. Can I hit a golf ball with the anti-flip stick? Yes, you can hit a golf ball with the anti-flip stick. If you are, I recommend doing punch shots. And at that, I recommend doing half speed. If you want to do full speed, I recommend doing very slowly, trying to emphasize what you're doing with the golf club as you come through impact. And once you get to the impact position, then you can kind of just bring the club back a little bit and go ahead and finish like this. As far as hitting a golf ball on a regular basis with it, I don't recommend starting that way because it takes the focus off of learning into hitting a golf ball. For some reason you can practice something a million times, but then you put a golf ball down and you can't do it. So I recommend doing it without to start. But if you are, I just recommend little half shots. Just working on not having that hit your lead side until after impact. Is it okay if the anti-flip stick hits my side? The brief answer to that is yes, as long as it's after the impact of hitting the golf ball. And what I mean by that is if it hits your side before you actually come in contact with the golf ball, you do not want that. Is it okay if it hits your side up here as you're following through well past impact? Yes, it's okay if that happens. You just don't want it to be flipping so badly that you're hitting right here before you get to the golf ball, because that'll mean that you're trying to flip to square the club face, which is not good. So the quick answer to that is yes, it's okay to hit your side as long as it's after impact. Will the anti-flip stick rod come flying out? Unfortunately, I read an Amazon review of my product where the reviewer said that the anti-flip stick came out of the rubber sleeve and flew around the room. I've taken thousands of swings with the anti-flip stick and I've never had it come out of the rubber sleeve and fly across the room. I can barely even pull it out of the rubber sleeve if I even wanted to. So that's one of the reviews that I saw. It's definitely not true. It will not fly around the room. The other thing is some people have commented on a few paint chips. The paint chips on the anti-flip stick will not impact the usability of the product at all. It still will help you. And the last thing people have mentioned is sometimes it will get crooked on the end of your club when you're practicing. So if I'm taking it constantly down my lead leg and it becomes crooked, you can easily just adjust it like that to get it lined back up. But even if it is crooked, the point is to get your right side firing through the ball, not hitting your lead side. So as long as that's your purpose, if it's a little bit crooked, it'll be totally fine and very usable.